Just gonna wait a little bit, see who's connecting and where everybody's connecting from. So please let me know. Gonna give it a few minutes here. 12 o'clock, just like I promised, Eastern Time, EST. Lives every Sunday, of course. Let's move over a bit. So anybody that's connecting, let me know where you're connecting from. I am going to speak about fear and why you need to drop fear. Let me know if you can hear me as well. All right, first person, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. More are going to jump on board. Trust me on this. There we go. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the love. Quite a few people I'm expecting to jump here. So please let me know where you are connecting from and let me know if you can hear me. Okay. Hi, my friend. How are you? I'm doing well. Awesome. Hi from India. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Can hear. Awesome. Yes. Please let me know if you can hear. Wow. Quite a jump. 19 people. It's still going to climb. Let's get some likes. The hearts. California. Okay. Awesome. Germany is in the house. Very, very good. Sound video good. Awesome. Thank you. Yes, good. Yes, because I just started, so I would like to know if everybody can hear me correct. For my lives, I don't use a mic because it actually interferes, believe it or not. So I prefer to go live just off the device. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Toronto, Canada is in the house. Yes, good. Awesome. Okay, so while more people jump on board, that's okay. Thank you for joining, my friend. Yes, Czech Republic, awesome, and thank you for being here. Under Jovic it is, yes, also one of my members here. Very, very good. So, I do want to speak about fear, okay? This is a video that I'm doing right now, or the live. Of course, towards when I'm done speaking, of course, everybody or anybody can ask me any questions. Members have priority, of course. So feel free to ask. It doesn't have to be just fear related. It can be regarding anything, really. Okay, so, and I'm going to do the best of my ability to answer all your questions because I do get quite a few comments when I go live. So there's no guarantees that I can get to everybody, right? So again, let's get some likes. Let's get some shares, so we can create a feeding frenzy here on this wonderful platform, okay? So, what is fear? Fear is actually something that was created, was developed in this 3D world, okay? And there's a reason for it, of course. It's not by accident. We naturally, all of us evolved towards it, not just humans, but also animals and all that stuff, right? And it is really there just to protect us, really. It is about self-control and protection. It is to, preserve us, right? So the issue, though, with fear is this, okay? Thank you for joining. The issue with fear is that beyond our nature, who we really are, lives, or I shouldn't even say lives because you just exist, right? You just are. Lives beyond space and time. And where you are beyond space and time, there's no fear. You see, there's only light. And everybody came from source, from light. We are all light, energetic beings. No exception. Everything on this planet, not just humans, okay? We all came from the same source. And source doesn't understand, doesn't know what fear is. It doesn't feel it, okay? And who you really are doesn't know what fear is either. So, where am I going with this? Fear has become, in our society, more of a control thing since the old times, okay? Whether it was fear of God, whether it was, fear from religions, whether it was fear from governments or from kings or from armies or somebody more powerful than you, fear from, other animals that are more powerful, right? Fear, in a way, though, has become more of a control issue today. And where am I going with this? I've seen some videos, I've seen some creators, okay, that have actually mentioned about, coming down to this physical reality and, this planet is a soul trap, right? Now, I'm sure a few of you that have been, not just on YouTube, but even on other platforms, you've probably noticed quite a few people talking about it's a soul trap and we can't get out and all that stuff, right? So, what they are doing actually is they are creating misinformation. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? Because who you really are can never be trapped. Let me just put it to you like that. You are pure beyond energy. You are pure beyond light. You can't comprehend it with words, right? So therefore, to say that you are trapped somewhere is a very limiting, concept. Can you trap source? It's a question. Of course not. You can't trap source, right? So, if you can't trap source, what makes us think that we can be trapped on a soul level? We can't, because we are of the same essence as source. We are one and the same. We are of the same essence, same light, same particles, which means we have the same qualities. We cannot be trapped. Do you understand where I'm going with this? And you can only grow and you can only expand. So anybody that's putting fear is, it's not cool. It's not right. Fear is just very, very limiting, if you ask me. So, having said this, let's see, like I said, yeah, leave me some comments. Let me know where everybody's connecting from. I'm still going to speak more about fear. So, in this way, okay, as we see it as being a controlling factor, and as is, we limit ourselves, which means what? Let's say now we want to accomplish something in our lives, right? Just because we have been conditioned from a very young age through everything around us to see fear and be afraid, we limit ourselves from proceeding forward. Because automatically we assume that there's some kind of a consequence that we're going to have to pay. Something is going on that we're going to have to be responsible for, right? And a lot of times that is really, really so limiting that it's not even funny. Now, of course, when I say about fear, keep in mind you gotta do things in the right way, meaning you can't go out and hurt others, right? So being afraid literally puts limits on you. So let's get some likes, let's get some shares. Tell me where you're connecting from, like I said earlier, and leave me some comments so I can, ask any of your questions, or answer any of your questions, I should say. You're the one asking, I'm the one answering. So say hello to you as well, my friend. Hi, my friend. How are you? I'm doing very, very well. Okay, so like I said, yes, India's in the house. Let me know where you're connecting from. I like to know at this time where different people are connecting from. Thank you. I can hear you. Yes, that's good. We talked about that. Ohio's in the house. And of course, Fontana, California. Awesome. Thank you for being here. I love California. Totally. Not too long ago, I was down in Arizona, actually, very close to California. I went to Sedona. And for those of you that, are, because we do have quite a few Americans here, I'm sure you're aware of, what Sedona represents, right? There's the biggest energetic vortex in the world, if you ask me, is in Sedona. And just going down there was totally, totally remarkable. Just the energy that I felt was just mind-blowing to me. All right. Okay, I can hear you, Los Angeles. Hello, beautiful. Soul Healer, okay, from Germany. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the hearts. Yes, the more we get, the more of a feeding frenzy we create. Yes, Toronto, Canada. I see some of my fellow Canadians are here as well. Ohio's in the house. That's awesome. I'm right on the border, actually, with Detroit. I often go to Detroit, hang around downtown, and other areas around there. So that is actually awesome. Czech Republic, that's awesome. I can hear you. Okay, why do we meet twin flames in life, sir? Please explain. So again, a twin flame is just like another soul contract that you've made with other souls. By the way, I do want to do a video on this, but I'm going to touch, uh, you know, briefly on it. So when you do meet other people, in this case, just like you said about twin flames, right? There's a reason why you meet them. Nothing happens by accident. Nothing is a coincidence. Everything happens because you are either learning something, or you need to teach something, or something is going on that all parties involved grow, expand, and evolve from it. Okay? But twin flame is no different. It's the same thing. All right? And in reality, I'm going to go one step further, and I'm going to say, on a higher level, who you really are actually. You break up into multiple souls. Okay? So a soul is just like a tool. I've explained this before, but I'm going to explain it again. Let's say you have, this is your higher self, okay, your hand. Example. And your hand has different fingers, right? Now, picture each finger as a soul. So, let's say now you have a cup. One finger might be in one cup, another finger in another cup, and so on. Let's say you had 5 cups, right? Every cup would represent a different dimension, just to give you an example, or a different planet, or a different something. So, you, as your whole being, who you are, is experiencing simultaneously what is happening in every single cup, in every single dimension. Sometimes you might dip 2 fingers in a cup, or even 5, which means that you are in the same dimension, and you are probably in the same timelines, because time really doesn't exist. So, when you are in that dimension, you are sometimes bumping into what you call a twin flame or whatnot. It's actually really one and the same. It's really you experiencing the same thing, if you know what I mean. Okay? So you dip your fingers in this dimension, this planet, and all of a sudden you come in contact, and you can call it a twin flame or whatever you want to call it. I don't give labels to anything, because really we just put limits, but I'm just giving you an overall explanation of how that works. Okay? All right. I can hear you. South Africa's in the house. Awesome. Vancouver, BC. Very, very good. Thank you for being here. Say hello to you as well. Okay. I hate when, what? Fear loudly in Arizona. Fairy Podley, I'm not sure what you said. I think it's Arizona, I'm not sure. Unless I'm a zoo, okay. I hate when I fear buddy in a zoo. Okay, when you fear, when you fart louder in a zoo? Oh, awesome. Okay, anybody do that? Who is this? B. Okay. Next. I fear Darth Vader. I had a dream. He was choking me. So yeah, those are usually dreams, like I said before, are in reality, they are you in a different dimension. Okay? And when I say you, I don't mean the you that you see as a physical body. I mean you. Every single time we go to sleep, okay, sleep, quote unquote, our body goes to sleep, but our consciousness, our who we really are, you know, or our soul in this case, would leave and go to different realities. So you are actually being choked, but you have nothing to fear, because nothing can happen to you. So I wouldn't worry about that. Thank you for all your videos. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. eBay just isn't, or leave, stop trolling. Yeah, I kind of figured that out. Let me see who this guy is. I'm gonna boot him out if he keeps trolling, believe me. Hi sir, your videos, very nice. Tamihadu, thank you so much. Hello sir, thank you very, very much. I totally appreciate you. That's why I do videos, that's why I go live, that's why I do what I do. Because there's so many wonderful people from around the world that I have connected and you have connected, because really we have formed such a beautiful community that is growing. It is expanding beyond borders, of course, and there's no limit to this. Norway is in the house. Awesome. Karatuga, awesome. Thank you for being here. Greetings from South Africa. Very, very good. Thank you for being here as well. Intercepted. Drop all fears. Yes. Misinterpreted. So when I say drop all fears, you have to drop all fears, because you literally become very, very limited when you have fears. Now, some fears, like I said, in this 3D world, they are genuine because it's there to protect us, to protect our bodies, to protect who we are. But on a higher level, fear doesn't exist, and therefore, when you connect with who you really are, you're going to see that even here, it has no, reality. Hello, I'm from Turkey. Okay, and live in the UAE. Awesome. Thank you for mentioning that. I love it. So possible. In Italiano. No, when I'm live, actually, the subtitles won't be in Italian. You are going to have to wait a day, because after the live, what happens is it gets processed on my channel, and then it becomes a video the next day, and that's when you would probably find Italian and everything else, because then it gets translated or auto-dubbed in other languages as well, but not while I'm live, no. Hello, I am Samir from India. Awesome, thank you for being here. South Africa's in the house as well. Love your videos. Thank you from South Africa. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining. I love him. Good lad. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Sedona is powerful. Yes, it is. Just like I was saying earlier, some people are more sensitive to different energies, right? And for me, it was immediate. The minute I entered, the whole, area of Sedona, was just remarkable. But I really felt the energy quite strong at Bell Rock. Okay, for those of you that are familiar with Sedona or been there, like, Bell Rock is just a phenomenal place, and I really, really felt a strong connection to that. But even beyond Bell Rock, really, I felt a lot of amazing stuff. I'm still afraid of scary ghosts. Are home entities really exist, or is it just manifestation of consciousness? So everything is manifestation of consciousness, really. Now, are there beings in other realities and other dimensions? Of course, but they can't hurt you. Okay? They really can't, because they really have no power over you. What can hurt you is your own thoughts, your own imagination. That is what can hurt you. All right? So nothing can hurt you outside of this dimension. And even in this dimension, when we say we're hurting somebody, who they really are can never be hurt. Remember that. So, don't fear them. As a matter of fact, some energies or some entities, like we call ghosts or whatever, when you stand up to them, okay, with authority, they leave. It's that simple, okay? And no, you don't need to perform an exorcism or this and that. You literally just need to put your energy where it belongs and speak with authority and just drop the fear. Because a lot of them, they do feed off fear. That's all it is. Thank you. I love you, man. Love you too. Thank you. Athene, Windsor. Oh, awesome. Is this Windsor, Ontario, or is it Windsor, Windsor in the UK? There's a few Windsors around, right? 3 hours from here. Awesome. Thank you. Volume is very soft. Okay, I suggest you actually put it up on your end, because my volume is all the way up, and I don't have I'm not connecting it to a mic. I'm just using the normal one, like I do on videos, because it's not stable with a mic for whatever reason. Yes, Italiano, tomorrow. The Italian will be uploaded tomorrow, okay? Usually that's what happens, and I don't see, I presume the same thing would happen here. Hi, watching from Saudi. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Manifesting lottery. Okay. Lots of numbers on that one, I'll tell you that. That's awesome. So, again, when we use the word manifesting, okay, like I said before, I do have an issue with the word manifesting because just the word to manifest implies that it's not here in the present moment, okay? So, if you simply see it as being here in the present moment, right here, right now, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish will become much tangible a lot quicker. Doesn't matter if they exist or if they are a manifestation of your consciousness. The man way to overcome this is to claim your sovereignty and freedom. Call in your own light. Yes, 100%. I totally agree that. Self-express. Totally. Like I was saying earlier, that you simply need to come into your own power and have your own authority. Very good comment. I like that. Okay, I want to be able to manifest a lottery with a head. So again, when you connect with energy, okay, you're going to quickly understand that using terms like to manifest implies again that it is something in the far distance, okay? Now, for greater results, you want to see it as already here now, okay? Why is this? Because the whole universe, everything, they operate in the present moment, okay? So your past, your future, and your present moment are all tied here now. This is where your power is. Your power is in the present moment. Think about it. Think about something in the past right now. Can you change it? Are you there? No. Think about something in the future. Right now, in this moment, is it relevant to you? Can you change it? No. Where is your power right now? Here. Why? Here. I'm moving my hands, right? I'm talking. Why? Because this is where my power is, and this is where your power is too. Your true nature is always in the present moment. Hi, thank you for being here. What are you drinking? Most of the time I'm drinking tea, and but for the most part today I'm having a little coffee. Because I'm probably going to do another live later on. I'll see. I got other stuff. But I've been watching your videos for a while now, and I love your information. I learned such a lot. Thank you so much. And this is why I'm putting this information out there, and this is why I call this channel Unlimited You. Again, because it's not about me, it's about you, it's about all of us, right? When we come into our true power, we come to realize that we are truly unlimited, because that's what it is, okay? Your true self literally has no limits, because your true self, again, is a direct expression of source. So, can you put source in a box? No, right? That's why we don't even put labels. Same thing applies to you. You can't put yourself in a box. Hello from Detroit. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Canada, Kawartha Lakes. Oh man, I love that. Kawartha Lakes. Are you guys getting snow yet? Because we did have some snow a little bit down here. Hello from Slovenia. Thank you, my friend. And also a wonderful member here. Can you give us your opinion on why some families and children are going against their own flesh and blood and are evil as hell towards each other? So, this falls into what I mentioned earlier about soul contracts. Okay? So, this is how this plays out. So we have an understanding. Because somebody had mentioned on one of my videos too that, hey, look around the planet, you know, this is happening or that is happening, a lot of bad things. We need to understand something. Before we even come here, in this physical reality, we do have what we call soul contracts. That means that I know you, you know him, and so on, and we form a collective of souls, and we have different agreements. Now, in this physical reality, those agreements might not make sense, just like you just said right there. Why would we want to argue? Why would we want to do evil? Why this? Why that? So the issue is this, that on a higher level, there really isn't no evil, okay? And there really isn't any good either. There just is what is. It's just like what makes it good or bad is our intention, okay? So evil in a sense does not really exist, okay? So all this is happening for soul evolution. All of the people involved, in this case, right, family members, their souls are growing, their souls are evolving because of this. As strange as it might seem, you know, this is what's happening. How to not be in fear when unsure of next paycheck. So again, that's a very, very good question, and we need to understand something again. Money is man-made, paychecks, all that stuff. When you are focused, and I'm going to say it nicely, when we focus in the present moment, when we are here now, like I said earlier, our power is now. Something magical happens. The universe brings all its resources to you. You know why? Because you become one with the universe. So when you start worrying about a paycheck, okay, what happens is that frequency, because again, the universe understands frequency and vibration. In other words, it picks up on emotion a lot more than what you say, okay? So let's say, you know, I want to have a paycheck. I want to become rich. I want to have money. It doesn't understand that. It picks up on the emotion. What you are really feeling is lack of, right? How am I going to pay my bill when I don't have checks? How am I going to pay the roof over my head? And so on, right? This becomes chronic and we don't realize it. But the universe picks up on this and gives us more of it. Why? Not because it hates us, not because it wants to, punish us in any way. No, it just understands that. It figures this is what you're, vibrating. I'm going to give it back to you. You see, the universe is nothing more than a reflection of what we give it. So, see yourself here, and the universe is a mirror. Okay? Now, let's say you're here. Let me put it this way. And you look at the mirror, in this case, the universe. Can that image here move before you do anything? No. Can the image do anything before you do it? No. But let's say now you're here and you move your head. Oh, the universe moves its head. The mirror. You smile. The universe smiles, right? You project anger. The universe projects that. Why? Because it's doing exactly what you are doing, if that makes sense. So when you drop the fear, things will happen. Trust me. How to manifest lottery. Again, drop the word manifest and see it as already being done in the present moment. Again, the universe is a mirror of your emotion. I'm from London. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Is it true if I follow my heart, my calling, the universe will support me? 100%. Yes. 100%. Because generally what happens is when somebody follows their heart, okay, that means it is something that you really love. It is something that you really adore, which means the universe picks up on that, okay, and gives you that frequency, that vibration right back at you. I'm just going to scroll right down to see if any members are here, because they have priority, of course. Not that anybody else is not, important. Everybody is, but there we go. Greetings from Italy. Thank you for being here. They do have priority. Wow, lots of comments here. That's why I'm going down to see, because like I said, members always have priority. They do pay for membership for, so the least I can do is support them, right? All right, I'm going to go back up and see where I left off, if I left off somewhere. Italy's in the house. Thank you for being here, my friend. Let me see if I can catch that name. Lorup, I think, 43381, I'm not sure there, but how can I increase my aura field? Awesome. How can I change my self-concept? Again, Beautiful question. Both questions came from the same person. In order to increase your aura, I've also done a video on that, but I think I'm going to do another one because it's quite an interesting topic actually. What you want to do, okay, is you want to visualize a white light around you, okay, and not just around your head, by the way. You want to visualize a white light around your whole body, all right? So picture yourself, picture this as a balloon, okay? And you are entering the balloon, all right? And then you inflate the balloon. Now, the balloon is your aura, your protective shield. The more love you feed into that air, let's say that balloon that you are in, the more powerful it becomes, the brighter your aura becomes, all right? So just picture yourself in a balloon and picture that as being an aura, and picture that as having a white light, and picture just expanding, just like a balloon. The more, you know, if it's a good balloon, you can stretch it and expand it, right? Same thing. That's how you increase it. I had a good question here. Where is it? I'll be moving to Thailand soon. How do I go about creating a good life? Stunning accommodation, great school, and good salary there. Please keep the explanation very simple, as I am new to this thinking. All right. I'm going to keep it very simple for you, since you requested it too. See yourself in Thailand already, because that's where you want to be, okay? And see yourself living the life that you want to live. Meaning, all of what you described, a good school, a good salary. See yourself spending money. See yourself being happy. And above all, feel it. Okay? You need to feel as if it is happening now. You know why? Because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what is so-called real and what you are projecting in your mind, what you are telling it that it's real. In other words, your imagination. So when you feed it with all the proper tools, meaning your emotions and all the stuff that you just explained, as if you are living it in the present moment, your subconscious mind interprets that as being real. Okay? So, and it is real, but you want to bring it in this reality, right? So, you see it as if it's happening now. What happens next is the message that your subconscious mind, okay, sends to the universe is like, hey, this is my life now. Okay, because that's what you're projecting. And what happens is you get that life. That's as simple as I can make it for you. All right. Please talk more about dreams. I have intense dreams. Okay. It has led me to a journey. I am not who I was 3 years ago. Rather, I am remembering who I really am through my dreams. That, my friend, is awesome. Totally, totally awesome. You see, what happens, like I said, when we have so-called dreams, in reality what's happening is that part of ourselves that we call our soul is in that dimension, okay? And by the way, we can travel interstellar, we can travel anywhere, okay, just with a mere thought, because, again, time and distance are irrelevant. They don't exist, okay? So when you think of something, it happens instantly. So in your dreams, you are in that dimension. And in your dreams, you're basically getting schooled. When I say schooled, you are literally, through your dreams, which are reality in that dimension, you are becoming more aware of who you really are. You are creating experiences. You are creating real life stories. And then as you come back, because you remember them, it's changing you even in this dimension. That is powerful. Just follow it. It is really, really powerful. Have you noticed that when you talk freely about whatever, it ends up happening in a day or so? Yes. And you know why? I'll tell you why. Because generally speaking, when you talk about something, you are also becoming emotionally charged, okay? Especially when you are talking amongst other people. Now, together, you are creating even a more powerful emotion, okay? And as you are talking about it, it's the emotion, okay, that you are putting out there that comes back to you in a form of reality here in this 3D world. It is so mind-blowing, so simple, that it's just remarkable. All right, how do you manifest when the whole world is in shambles? This is what I'm talking about. What you perceive is what you create as a reality, okay? So let me put it this way. Right here, right now, in the present moment, are you aware, let's say you are in North America, somewhere in the US, Canada, Mexico, doesn't matter. Let's say you are in North America and something is happening, I don't know, in New Zealand, right? You hear about it in the news. Is this your reality? I'm asking you a question. It's not your reality, you see. Even though you think of this as what's happening around the world, it is not part of your reality. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have to care about what's happening at the other end of the world. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you need to focus on your reality right here. Because what is happening in New Zealand, right, you have no control of, number one. Number two, you're not there to physically see what's happening. Number three, the news that you hear might not even be real. I'm just saying. Why? Because, again, if you put 10 people in one room and somebody says a story in the room and all 10 people are watching it, every single one of those other 10 people that were watching that story has a different story to tell. Right? Are they wrong? No, they're not wrong. Because this person sees it like this, the second one like this, the third one like that. So all 10 are watching the same story and they are all correct. Because that's what they're perceiving. That's what they're understanding. Do you know what I'm saying? And then the one that's saying the story perceives it differently too. So he might say, hey, I didn't say that. You guys interpret that. Does that make that person wrong? No. In this case, all 11 have their own version of what happened. So the same thing applies. New Zealand, you're not there. You don't know. Plain and simple. You weren't there to experience it. It's not your reality. So therefore, don't look at the world as being in shambles, because it's not. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go one step further and I'm going to say the world is exactly where it needs to be. It is perfect. It is perfect, no matter how we see it. It's perfect because it needs to be the way it is in order for all of us to expand, grow, and evolve, including the planet itself. Because including the planet itself has a consciousness of its own. Okay? So, change your perception, honestly, and you're going to see your world changing as well. What about the places in the world that are so beautiful? Imagine that. You're on, the French Alps or whatever, and you're just looking at the Alps. You're just enjoying them. What about the beauty there? What about the beauty around you as you see it right now? Isn't it beautiful? The world is really, really beautiful. When was the last time you walked on the beach and you just looked around you. That is your reality. As you are watching that on that beach, and you're observing the seagulls flying, the fish swimming, the kids playing, maybe that is your reality in that moment. You shouldn't have to worry about what's happening everywhere else. Just like our little planet, if you think about it like that, should we be concerned about what's happening to another planet across the universe? Just because we don't see it, of whatever's happening to that planet, does that mean that it's not happening? Yes, it is. But what's happening? We have no emotional connection because it's not our reality. The same thing applies here. All right. What else? Italy. So true. Totally. 180. Okay. Is it possible to manifest a totally different version, personality of someone? A 180-degree change. So they're avoidant and emotionally immature, but want the total opposite. So, to answer your question, when you are trying to change somebody, let's say, right, you're not really changing them. You are changing, or you are shifting timelines yourself. So, that person, because he chose to be like that, is going to be in one timeline, you're going to be in another timeline, and in your reality, yes, it is possible that you create that version of him, because you just shifted, you jumped timelines, right? You're not going to notice the difference, meaning that you shifted timelines, but you will notice the difference with that other person. Very good question. That's an awesome question, actually. I don't get those questions often, but really awesome. At the end of the day, even those ethics are part of us from higher perspective. 100% entities, yes, the entities. They are all part of us. You're totally right. And they also have, a reason to play, right? Or a role to play, I should say. Master, thank you. Did you ask me something? Because I skipped a few. So I'm just randomly skipping because I am looking for members that maybe have said something here too and I missed it, right? Thoughts are key. I was stalked by a warlock, and the lack of support from others with the situation, and where we down that no one should go against the truth but me. Working on a recent now. So yeah, remember that you have the true power to change your reality. Okay, so when you focus on whatever it is that you want to create and whatever it is that you want to do, and don't put energy, in this case, even on warlock or whatever the case is, you're going to see your life changing a lot. It's going down. Like Neville Goddard. Neville was actually very, very wise. Very cool. Thank you so much. Hi, can I pass any government exam without study? Well, it all depends. If you are connected to who you really are, then, knowledge becomes instant. But it all depends where your frequency and vibration are. Have you heard of people doing remote viewing? I've actually taught remote viewing myself as well. I've done a few videos on it. Remote viewing is actually something exceptional, and not just me, but a lot of people can do it. So basically what you're doing is you're moving your consciousness from your body and you're putting it to a different point in the world. Okay, so let's say you are in North America, something has happened in New Zealand, and you put your consciousness on that area where you want it, right? And you pick up information. The same thing happens here. Government test. Yeah, government exam. If you put your consciousness on the actual test and you become so in tune with it, you can pick up all the information from it. I'm telling you stuff that maybe I shouldn't, but that's all good. It is about remote viewing. All right, said hi. Hi to you as well. All right. What should we do when being stuck in a frustrating situation, as in the home? family situation, money, and constant feeling lack. It feels like visualizing is just wishful dreaming, but nothing changed. You know why it feels like that? And I totally get it. Because you are in an environment that is draining your energy. Okay? This is going to take time to shift, and I'm going to tell you how you can shift gradually. But the most important way that you can shift from this, okay, is A, becoming fully aware of the present moment. And this is not just, a saying, this is reality. When you become fully aware of the present moment, what happens is your true power appears. And you are raising your frequency and vibration just by simply being aware of the present moment. Your frequency always, not 100%, 1000% raises. As your frequency raises, solutions come instantly. Okay, there's no magic to this. But another trick that you can do, if you want to call it trick, is start looking around you, even nature. Nature is a very good way to see this. Just open the door wherever you are, look outside, and look at the trees. Okay? Look how many trees you have outside. If there's still leaves on them, look at how many leaves are on them. Look at the birds when they fly in groups, in flocks, right? Look at how much abundance is out there. And start connecting with abundance. If you're stuck in a major city, right, and you see people all around you, or stuck in traffic, that's what I wanted to say, and you see all these vehicles around you, don't look at it as a traffic jam, look at it as abundance. Look at how many beautiful, awesome vehicles are on the road. See, the key here is what? You are connecting with abundance. Okay? So, automatically, when you create with abundance, when you connect with abundance, you create abundance also, right? Because now you're not in that mode of lack of, you are in the mode of plethora, abundance. So that's how you change it. And again, your home, arguments, this, that, whatever's happening, generally speaking, about 95% of all arguments that happen in the home are over financial issues, okay? So when you start looking at abundance, and abundance comes to you, even your home matters will slowly but surely go away. Okay? Hi, good morning to you. Where are you connecting from? It's morning there? Awesome. How are you? Thank you for all you do. Thank you for being here. All right. Thank you so much. So I can just dance, feel good, enjoy the fresh air, enjoy what's around. Yippee, yes. Yes. It might sound a little weird to some people. That's because to the ones that it sounds weird, they simply don't understand how energy works. When you connect with nature, when you connect with abundance, when you connect with the happiness that is really you, let me put it to you this way. If anybody here has had a near-death experience, okay, or if you've heard of anybody that has had a near-death experience, even if you go on YouTube, you're going to find a lot of channels mentioning about YouTube experiences, right? I suggest you go watch them. This is what you're going to find. Every single time they leave their body and they go to the other side where they connect with who they really are and with Source, there's an abundance of love. They feel so loved, they feel so overwhelmed. Why? Because that's the frequency that Source is in. And also the frequency that your real self is in. I'm talking too much. It's all good. So, when you connect with the same frequency, the same happens to you. It's that simple. What to do if you have no job or money? When you're in town, in commercial that doesn't have a lot of jobs, in connection that doesn't have a lot in Connecticut. Okay. Again, the same applies. You connect with abundance. And believe me, even if you are in a town, let's say, or a state, let's say Connecticut, okay, and you don't feel as if this town or this state has something to offer you, okay, when you connect with the true frequency of who you are, you will automatically find something that, uh, you know, you will find a job. You will find finances to be smoother. Doesn't matter where you are. You know why? Because even in the worst countries or in the worst, you know, let's say states or in the worst circumstances, let me put it like that, there's always opportunity. Always. There's always opportunity everywhere. Everywhere you look. Why? Because that's the balance of nature. You know how the Chinese have yin and yang, right? That's what it is. It's the balance of nature. You have the white fish and the black fish, and the white and the black are equal. All right? The white is not eating the black, and the black is not eating the white. There's balance. So, what does this mean? You see the darkness, but on the other side of it, there's the light. There's always opportunity. You just got to shift your perspective. Wow, a lot of comments. I'm going down to see if any other members are here, just because I'm getting a lot of comments. Let's get some likes. Let's get some shares. The more likes, the more shares, the more of a Freedom Friends. There we are. Like I knew it. Good afternoon. It's a long one. 5-5. Okay. Good afternoon. Hi from Northern California. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and expertise. I truly appreciate and enjoy your channel. Watching your videos are a highlight of my day. Thank you so much. And I want to thank you also for being a member of this wonderful channel. We have grown to a wonderful, community. We truly are a beautiful community here. And we are a worldwide community. And I'm totally grateful and I'm totally humbled. And it is because of people as yourself, of course, and everybody on the platform, that we have managed to grow this big, right? Okay. Getting to know you is something I take as a spiritual note. I want to actually try to change my life completely. Can you suggest how a weakened man can design his own reality against all the odds? Yeah, first of all, thank you for the comment and thank you for being here. But I'm going to tell you, first of all, you need to change the perception that you have about yourself. Okay? That is step one. You always need to change who you see in the mirror. And it's all up to you. Okay? When you look at yourself in the mirror and you see a beat up man, that's what you're going to have. When you look at yourself in the mirror and you refuse to be that beat up man, and all of a sudden you say, hey, I'm great, I'm this, I'm that, start putting some positive notes. You're going to find resistance at the beginning because you've been living for a very long time under those negative conditions or negative mindset. So when you first say something good about yourself, it's going to feel resistant because now your subconscious mind doesn't want to accept it, right? But when you slowly say small things, good things about yourself, and keep adding and adding and adding, your subconscious mind has no choice but to get programmed, and you are programming it. And when that happens, wow, look out. Your life will totally change. So change your perception. Don't see yourself as being beaten up or weakened. See yourself as being a powerful manifester, because that's who you really are. You are a powerful creator. Even that weakened man that you see, you're not that. You are a spiritual being. You are a powerful being that came directly from source. You are of the same essence, okay? You are not beaten up. You can't be beaten up because source can't be beaten up, and therefore you can't be beaten up. Change your image. It's going to work. Trust me. It's going to work wonders. It's going to work miracles for you. All right. How did I change my life? Money, stock market, job, big dreams from India. The same applies, just like I said earlier uh, to the other gentleman. You need to see a different perspective of yourself. And in this case, again, you see and feel your desired reality as if it's already here now in the present moment. Okay? There's no magic to it. It really is about frequency and vibration, and whatever you choose to focus on, you get. Okay? Totally. There's no two ways about it. This is 1000% guaranteed because, again, the universe is a mirror of what you are, projecting. Okay? It just bounces right back to you. Change your perception. No matter how hard you think it is not. Slowly, do baby steps, right? And you're going to see wonders. How do we switch to a timeline where we experience a totally different version of someone? Very good question. So the shift happens, first of all, in your mind, okay? Because, again, anything that you can imagine, okay, you are actually creating, you are shifting into a different timeline, okay? So when you start projecting an image of a person, okay, that you want to change, or a version of a person that you want to attract, let's say, right? That energy that you are projecting, okay, is changing your timeline, all right? Which means, let me break it to you like this. There are multiple dimensions, not just 10, 11, 12. There's countless of dimensions with countless versions of yourself, with countless versions of everything else around us, which means that every time there's a version of whatever that person is, there's a version of them that fits perfectly with a version of you. When you are projecting that thought, okay, you are projecting energy. When you're projecting that energy and it's steady, its flow is steady, what will happen is that timeline of that person will come into your reality, okay? That's how you do it. You simply do it by envisioning and picturing and feeling that person the way you want to see them. That is awesome. Beautiful questions I have here today from a lot of you. How do I change my life? I lost money in stock market, no job, big dreams from India. The same applies, just like I said earlier. See and feel your desired reality as if it's already done right here. Hi from Ireland. Just subscribe. Thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing, actually, and thank you for joining from beautiful Ireland. You know, I've always wanted to visit Ireland, actually. I just have a funny feeling it's it's a place that I would really like. Now, there's not many places that I don't like, keep in mind. I do connect with different people from around the world, and the right people always come along. So thank you for connecting from beautiful Ireland. And England is in the house too. Are you a shaman? Okay. I was in a previous life. I've seen a wise man in meditation with most beautiful headless of eagle feathers. So, again, when we put labels, we put limits, right? I don't consider myself a shaman, no, because again, I don't like to put limits. And what I've said before, many times before, we are truly unlimited. We have only been conditioned by, environment, by, the things that we've gone through life. We've been conditioned to think that we have limits. We truly, truly don't. Okay? And thank you for explaining the dream, by the way. I like that. I happen to really love eagles as well. Energy work for my special person. He has been rejecting for years. Before he was pursuing and loving. Now gaslights me out of fear of, okay, I keep fighting but feel, so don't fight. Plain and simple. Let me tell you something. Even to suggest the word that you are fighting already puts it in a vibration of, fear, and a vibration of lower frequencies. Don't fight it, just allow. Okay? When you start to realize that you are more powerful when you just simply allow things to happen, then things will happen. When you try to fight something, there's always resistance from the other side as well. Right? So don't fight, just allow. And when you allow, things will change. Beautiful questions. I'm going down again to see if any of my subs have said something here, because I got a lot of comments here. I'm sorry if I'm jumping comments. I have way too many comments here, like usual. So I'm just picking and choosing wherever my hand pretty much stops. Will you ever make special person videos? Second, advice for wanting someone romantically that doesn't want us. So again, this is key. We need to understand something, that if somebody doesn't want us, we allow it to happen. You don't try to pursue them or persuade them. And I'll tell you why. Because when you have an obstacle like this, generally what happens is when one door closes, not just one, but 10 will open. Remember that. So while you might think that this special person is all that you need right here, right now, in this physical reality, the universe is telling you otherwise. The universe is telling you no, because the universe sees things that you do not see, or your higher self sees things that you do not see. So there's no need for you to be obsessed and pursue them. Leave them alone. That door closed, okay? Sincerely, like that's my advice to you as well. Another one is going to open. 10 of them are going to open. And you're going to find that the door that closed for a reason, and the new one that's going to open is always going to be for the betterment of you and them and everybody involved. You can only grow and expand. You don't go backwards, you only grow, okay? So, but that's awesome. I'm just going up and down. Thank you for the hearts. The more hearts we get, the more of a feeding frenzy we create. The more likes we get, the more of a feeding frenzy. Yeah. All right. Like I said, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, there are videos at 9 a.m. Eastern time as well that I upload. And every Sunday at 12 o'clock, I do go live. Okay. Memberships, of course, they're always available. And, you can always check out my clothing store as well. It's a store that I have online that you can check out. Okay, thank you. What's the best, fastest way to remove people from your energy, keep them from your timeline? So, that is a wonderful, wonderful question, and thank you for asking it. Again, the best way to do it is by you seeing yourself entering a balloon, okay? Just in your imagination, see yourself going into this balloon. As you are in this balloon, you see it being, inflated, right? And as you see it being inflated, fill this balloon with white energy, white light. Some prefer even blue, or whatever color it is, but I prefer blue or white, depending on what I want to achieve, or what I want to do, I should say. So, when you are in this balloon, okay, picture it as a protective shield. So you're in the balloon and that's a protective shield. Now, this is the key. Every time you feel that somebody is trying to invade your space, or sending you negative vibes or negative energy, or whatever the case is, instantly feel that you are in this balloon of protective energy. The more you do this, the more powerful it becomes, okay? And the more protection you're going to have. So these people will not be able to hurt you. All right. Thank you for, what did I just, I don't know where that went. Oh, there it is. Thank you for reading my question and answer. That resonated. Awesome, thank you. I'm happy that it resonated. Yes, sometimes, like I said, I don't manage to go through all the questions here because I do get a lot of them. And, I try to accommodate members first, of course, and then, whatever other questions I can answer, I will. Because if I start answering all the questions, I'm going to be here all night, actually. Which I don't have a problem. I love talking. But at some point, I don't want to keep everybody here too as well. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Got lots of questions. Okay, I like that. I answered that. Had a dying plant. Did what you suggested, and my plant is growing new leaves. I wish I can send you a picture of its restoration. That is so good. You know what? You can actually go on the, where you go on my channel, you're going to see it says community, right? That community is open to everybody. It's not just for me to post. You can post too. So if you go on the community and you tap on community, right, you can upload that picture there. It's on the actual YouTube channel. You're going to see videos, right? It says videos, shorts, members, whatever, join. You're going to see community. You hit the community tab and you post that picture and you let me know that it's you that posted that picture of the plant. I would like to see it actually. That is the best way to do it. Go on the community on my YouTube channel and post that picture. I love it. I'm so happy that it worked out for you. That means you are doing and projecting the energy correctly. That's awesome. Thank you. Who you are, thank you for your knowledge, sharing and time. You are amazing and appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here too. I totally appreciate your wonderful comments, okay? And everything that you guys do as well, because this channel wouldn't grow if it wasn't for you. Let's face it, right? This channel is growing because of you. This channel is becoming worldwide because of you, okay? And I truly appreciate that. And thank you so much for saying that. And thank you for all your wonderful hearts. You guys are so awesome. All right. I'm just scrolling down. You've helped me so much. Thank you. Very, very good. What you speak is true. I've been shown time change. I lost 15 minutes. You can manifest very quickly. So, it's actually awesome what you said, because again, time doesn't exist, right? You didn't really lose 15 minutes. You just shifted into the dimension or the realization of who you really are, because again, who you really are is beyond time and space. So in those 15 minutes that were lost, what really happened was you connected with who you really are, right? That's mind-blowing. That's awesome. And Wales, so grateful for you. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I love your explanations. Many thanks. And I love the fact that you are here and saying those wonderful words. Are you? You are excellent. You're an excellent mate. Awesome. Are you in Australia or New Zealand? I was talking about New Zealand earlier. Hi from Kenya. This is interesting. I'm glad you find it interesting. Yes. And like I was saying earlier, when we actually drop the fears, a fear of anything, remarkable things happen in our lives. You really, really do. So, who you really are is beyond fear. Fear is in this dimension. Humans have created fear among us. Animals, they have fear, right? But we are above and beyond that. Hello from Russia. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Finland is in the house, Russia is in the house, of course, Ireland, England, US, quite a few states are here. Istanbul, Turkey is in the house. You guys are so amazing. Hello from Barcelona, my friend. How are you? Penny Laura, thank you for being a member here too. How is beautiful Barcelona these days? I want to make it, I want to come visit there too, because it just, yeah, it's fascinating to me. Well, visualizing myself as a successful mere square make me one in real life. So again, when you see yourself being something, when you actually project that to the universe mirrors that back to you. Okay, but again, I wouldn't put labels on stuff, because when you put labels, you limit yourself. You know, just allow the universe to give you what it is that, you know, is coming to you. Do you use numerology and astrology? I personally don't, because they're simply tools, right? But I do know quite a few people that love astrology and they love numerology, and that's fine. I'm not saying anything negative about them, but what I'm going to tell you is that the true power behind the throne is you. Okay, now everything else is nothing else but a tool, like crystals, tarot reading, you know, astrology, numerology. They're tools. Okay, the power is you. The power is you and what you focus on. Okay, this is where the real power is. Even when back in the old days, you know, when people were trying to do magic or black magic or whatever it was, and they were believing in all these potions and all that, they're tools. The real power comes from intention. Wherever you put your mind and your emotions, because your emotions are actually the energy in motion, the energy that you need to push that thought forward. Yeah, that's what happens. Can you please answer that? What do you do if the universe wants you to lose something but you want to keep? The universe doesn't want you to lose anything. Okay, this is a misconception. The universe doesn't punish you. The universe doesn't want you to lose anything. The universe is just a mirror of what you are projecting. It's a reflection of you. That's all it is. The idea that there's something out there trying to punish us is not true. The universe is not out to get us or get you. The universe is out there to do exactly what you ask it to do. Right? So when you change that, remarkable things will come to your life. Does telekinesis really exist? Yes, it does. 100%. How do I know about it? I perform it myself. Okay? And to be quite frank, there's schools as we speak right now in India, in England, that teach telekinesis and beyond. Okay? Telekinesis through Hollywood and through movies has been thought to be some superpower. It really isn't. It's just energy. Okay? And it's about connection. When you realize that you are connected with everything in the universe, okay, and that you can connect to an object and that object responds to you, then there's no magic to it. It's energy. It's the same thing as when somebody does remote viewing. How are they seeing something across the planet? You know how? Because they connected with it. There's no time and space. They connected. Their consciousness left momentarily from their body and they connected with that other person or that other object across the planet. And now they know what is happening. They pick up signals of what is happening. The same thing with telekinesis. You connect with this object and the object recognizes your energy and it simply moves or it does stuff. No magic to it. Anybody can do it. It's all about connecting. Thank you so much. I will keep practicing full method. Awesome. Thank you. Yes, the pull method is actually awesome. €2. Uh, Zemista, thank you so much. £2 British, I believe. I love that. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Hello, thank you. Well, that's the best explanation I've heard. I completely agree. Awesome. Please see my question on multiple manifestations and with multiple deadlines for you job and grant applications. Okay, you can DM me, we're on YouTube. You can email me if you want, okay? The email address is here on my actual channel. Okay, if you check my profile, you're going to see there's Linktree there. You tap on the Linktree, and then you can find my email there as well. Okay, you guys are awesome. Rainy. Oh, Barcelona, I believe. It's raining in Barcelona. Oh, you know what? It's raining here too, where I'm at. So yeah, I want more excitement in my life. I feel bored. I even think about moving somewhere more urban, but I don't want to do it impulsively. How can we create more excitement and fun in our lives? Beautiful question, and it's one that really touches the heart of so many things. I'm going to tell you something, okay? When you actually become aware of who you are, how do you do that? By simply stand still right now, okay? Don't move, stand still, and become aware of the energy that is flowing within your body right now. Start with the heart center and just feel it. You're going to feel your heart pumping. You're going to feel, when you start paying attention and you focus on the inside of your body, I'm talking about now, right? You're going to feel this energy, not just only in your heart center, but throughout your whole body. That energy is you. That energy is you in that body, okay? The more you connect with this energy, the more you're going to feel that you don't need anything to be happy. You don't need anything to create excitement. Now, where am I going with this? When you are connected with that, you feel complete, okay? As you feel complete, that exudes outward to the universe. And as it exudes outward, what is going to happen is it's going to become your reality. You won't have to be looking for things to, to have fun or to be excited. You will naturally find you. Wherever you go, excitement will find you. Fun things to do will find you. Why? Because now you've connected with that energy that is you from the inside, and you're exuding it to the outside, and the universe is sending it back to you. That's how you do that. So I wouldn't be looking for excitement. Start from within. Everything starts from within. Feel the excitement. Feel the joy. Feel the love. And watch what happens. Hi from Korea. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Greetings from Greece. Oh, there we go. Greece is in the house too. I'm here. Yes, you are. Thank you for being here. What is your daily connection practice? Very good question. What I personally love to do is, when I wake up in the morning, I immediately become aware of my surroundings and where I am. What is my body doing? I do, 2 or 3 deep breaths, and then I will continue and do some breathing techniques that are wonderful, actually. And from there, I simply move some energy around my body. Okay, these are practices that I've created myself. I just simply, move energy, from the top going downwards, and then in a counterclockwise way as well. And so you do it this way, then you do it that way, then you do it that way, and you go backwards. You just basically see energy moving around. That's what I do. Okay, and I do some hand movements with it, like this. If you put your hands, you know, a few inches away from your body and you just go up and down, you will feel the energy yourself. You're going to feel goosebumps. So basically, I become aware of myself. I do some breathing. I move some energy around me and I'm good to go. Okay, but for everybody it might be different. If the weather is nice, I like to go outside and also ground myself. Hello, how are you, my member? Ali 5684, hello. May I please ask how I may receive telepathic messages? How you may receive or how you may send, two different things. To receive, you need to be open to it. To send a telepathic message, again, you need to be nice and calm. And as you are nice and calm, let's say you want to send a telepathic message to someone, okay? You picture that someone in front of you, okay? And they must be in a joyful way. So picture them happy, picture them excited, picture them, you know, not miserable or depressed. Let me put it to you this way. As you picture them, okay, you see a white light or even a tunnel from this area here of your head, like in between your eyebrows, connecting to their eyebrows right here, okay? You see a tunnel. As you see this tunnel, you send that person a direct message. It's got to be very brief and short, but positive. You can say something like, please call me, boom, right? You don't want to send big sentences. Please call me, boom. Or something to that nature that is small, okay? Or if you want to help somebody become healthy, just tell them, send a message, you are healthy. You know, I guarantee you, the more you practice this, the better you're going to become at it, and that person will reach out to you in a very short time. That's how you send one. And if you want to receive one, you simply focus on that area, okay? And you just go into allowing mode. You need to be nice and calm and be in allowing mode. When you send the energy as well, or the message, you got to be nice and calm as well, okay? How to imagine with your shadow, anima and animus. So again, when you want to imagine whatever it is that you are imagining, your subconscious mind believes that it is true. So whether you want to imagine with a shadow, or whether you want to imagine without it, or whatever it is that you can put in your mind, you simply see it as happening in the present moment, right? And your subconscious mind will give the same message out to the universe, and it will respond right back to you in the same manner. Going down to see if I have any more members that have said something here. I don't want to miss them. Receive. Yes, the same thing applies. When you want to receive a message, you focus on this area here, okay? And you are nice and calm and see yourself being happy, cheerful, and just say to the universe, whatever whatever I need to receive at this moment, please let it come to me. And just wait for the answers. They might come in a form of a vision. They might come in a form of a feeling. They might come in a form of, you know, an emotion. Whatever the case is, just let it come. Okay. I'm so thankful for you. Oh, love and light, thank you as well. You are awesome. Can you repeat again? I miss out the telepathic message. Okay, yeah, so the telepathic message, just like I said, when you want to send a message to somebody, you see them in front of you as being happy or joyful or in a good mood. Then, that's step one. Step two, you must be calm, okay? Step three, you put a tunnel between your eyebrow area to their eyebrow area. So you're connected now. The tunnel is the connection. Step 4, you send a short message to them. Okay? Let it go through the tunnel. You envision the message going through the tunnel and receiving their third eye and penetrating their head. Step 5, you just thank the universe. That's it. Okay? It's very simple. All right. I'm not going to keep you very, very long because I see that I've been live for like an hour and 25 minutes. And I think that's more than enough time. Okay. If anybody has any requests on videos, please feel free to even go to the comment section on my channel here and make your comments. This video will be posted. Well, it's going to be posted now, but it's going to be posted as a video tomorrow morning. But also, I do have another video at 9 a.m. Hitting tomorrow. Usually, that video is about 3.5 minutes. Very precise, straight to the point. And the other videos, of course, Wednesday and Friday. So every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, new videos come out. And every Sunday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, I go live. Okay? And of course, there's going to be a shorts video popping up here as well because it's going to automatically get created. And yeah, community posts. So, love and light, no matter what you do, be the greatest you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for connecting. You guys are totally, totally awesome. I want to thank all my members that have joined this wonderful channel, and we're just making it bigger and bigger. Not just the channel, but the whole community. And I really appreciate every single comment that you guys have made here. I want to thank you for your support. And I want to keep everybody informed that all the proceeds that I do get, even from memberships and even whatever, from all of you here, part of it does go to an orphanage, okay, that is very, very dear to me. So, yeah, we are all here to help people. We're here to connect, to expand, to grow, and we do it collectively, okay? So, this is the whole key, collectively. Love and light. Love yous all. I really, really do. Bye for now.